This is just a video that covers the installation of the A1 Electrics Corrado driver's side window regulator. My regulator broke and I looked into the options of replacing it with either a used OEM one, which is not the best idea, and the only other new replacement is the one from A1 Electrics. I looked online and I didn't find anything that really showed the installation or how they work. Just a little bit of information on the fact that they are better than the OEM ones. So I went ahead and I purchased the one from A1 Electrics. I sat without a window working for about a week and a half, and it eventually arrived, and this is showing just the basic of what is needed to fit this regulator. I also bought the Phoenix Engineering rollers, which replace these original ones. This is the original OEM regulator. As you can see, these plastic guards are what is tend to break. Here's all the pieces from the broken one, which has caused this to happen. Alright, so to remove your old regulator, there's 3 rivets holding the motor. There's the rivets that hold the center rail, and they go here, over there, and there are the 3 for the motor that sit over there. I originally removed those for the back guard, which are not necessary, so I'll put them back. Okay, so basically the motor for the A1 Electrics motor on the regulator sits in a different position to the original one. The original one sitting in those 3 holes over there with rivets. These now fit over there, here, there's one down there, and then there's 2 nuts that fit over there. So what you need to do to fit this motor, this hole is obviously in the same position as the OEM. These holes are there already. This one over here at the bottom is on a rivet which holds the bracket for the plug for the motor. So that rivet needs to get drilled out. What I would recommend, I found that a couple of the holes didn't quite line up. So if you drill that, and this hole, including this one over here, to 6.5 millimeters, that will make your life a lot easier. This hole over here, that houses that to hold the wire in behind. That hole doesn't need to be opened up. Right, and then it's simply a case of removing this beading on top of the window to get the window out, because I found that according to their instructions, which are not the best, it was easier to get the window out of the way to get the motor in place. They're supposed to supply hardware, bolts, to fit these positions over here, which mine didn't come with, so I used bolts that I had lying around from another application, although they do pretty much look like the right ones. And so you go ahead and you bolt the motor in. I couldn't get both of these on this rail to line up, so I had to connect up the motor and I had to operate it to get it to the position that I needed in to get them both in place. They supply you with these plugs, which I decided to go ahead and cut them off and put the OEM plug back on. This is just temporary. I will solder these and put some heat shrink over them. I just wanted to make sure that everything worked properly. So here you go. Let me turn the car on and then you can see the operation of this window. Now, only real difference from OEM is the fact that the window does not quite go down all the way. It's close, but not quite all the way down. But the window is definitely a lot quicker. Definitely a lot quicker, quieter and smoother. So this is definitely recommended. I will go ahead and I'll replace my passenger side. Although it still works correctly, it just doesn't quite stop at the top. And that's normally because this plastic is broken and it's not allowing it to go all the way to the top. Right, so the last step obviously is to put the door card back together, connect everything up, and that's it, it's done. Very happy with the product.